What's up, friends, family, all of you haters? Everybody's included in this one. This could be a two-part series for me, where we're going to be talking about all the things I love about Star Citizen. Then we're going to be taking it, and not talking about things I hate, but something called the Curse of Knowledge in the next episode. Okay, so for all of you people who watch this video and you're like, oh man, you just have wool pulled over your eyes, blah, blah, blah. What I really want to do through this series is do two things. One, really connect with the community that does love this game and say, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I'm right there with you. But I also want to explain to other people who aren't in the community why it is that we love this game, because I think that's confusing to other people. And there are going to be a couple other videos I'm going to put out that are going to be in this vein. One of them is going to be talking about peripherals, okay? This game, and I don't care what people say, even though you can buy it for 45 bucks, this is not a game for the faint of heart. It's not a game for people with limited resources, in my opinion. Like, yeah, you can have some limited fun with it, but you're not really playing the game. You're like scratching the itch. You're not getting really deep into it without putting in significant time at a minimum. You're going to really struggle to enjoy all that Star Citizen has to offer, or even really the cream of the crop. So let's get into it. So first things first that I really want to talk about here is mindset and where you are in life. Okay, so for me, I have a really busy, stressful job. I just do. Like, that's what, and this is not it, to be very clear. Like, YouTubing is not my busy, stressful job. It is a job, but it's not busy and stressful. I do it when I want it, where I want it, how I want it, and you know, I tailor it depending on what people want or don't want a little bit, but mostly it's things that I want to convey that I feel like aren't represented or aren't heard. I want to just play a game sometimes where I'm not like worrying about anything, where I can just kind of, and this is common for people with neurodiversity especially, but I just want to disassociate, right? I just want to like be somewhere else, do something else, feel something else. But I also don't want it to be like really, really intensely simulatory. I don't want it to be in this universe. I don't really want it to be in this timeline. I don't want to play Trucking Simulator. Playing Forza is fun, but it's mostly because it's playing cars that aren't realistic. But like Star Citizen is really good for me and scratches that itch in that like I get to be a character, I get to role play that character, I get to disassociate from the stresses that I have in life for a period of time. And if I have lots of time to play it, cool. But for me, more than the people who get on and play with giant orgs for a lot of time, I just like to jump in and play for a little bit. Okay, I like to play my dude. I like to dress up a little bit sometimes, but not all the time. I'm not someone who typically finds dressing super specifically all that important. I actually just looted all of this off some other dead guy who cared a lot about matching his Morozov armor. I really like that part of this game. There's a couple other things that I really like. I like that I don't have to break that disassociation. Like, I don't really love the immersion aspect that people say, because I'm not really all that immersed, right? Like, I don't feel the things the person is saying. I don't smell the things the person is smelling. I hear nominally. I have a nice surround sound setup at my computer, and those are nice. Those are helpful. Those help me to feel somewhat immersed, but I feel like disassociation is a better description. Where it's like, no, I just want to go and feel like I'm somewhere else. I want to role play that something else. I don't want it to feel too real. I do want it to feel a little gimmicky. I do want it to feel a little bit like a game, because I'm not looking to go live the arduousness of life somewhere else. That's not what I want to do with my time. And Star Citizen does actually strike that balance pretty well. Like, I just summoned a ship here. I don't have to wait for it to come and get loaded in by something else that drops it off in the hangar. I don't have to wait for my cargo to get loaded on by some robot. I can interact with those things if I want to because they do exist in the game, or they will exist in some capacity. I can take cargo on and off my plane, but I don't have to do it that way. I don't have to like physically rummage in my backpack. I still have an accessible inventory that makes it easy to put things on and off my person. I can still get into a ship without needing to like reach out and press every single button here. Like I could open the ladder and open the canopy and then click the ladder to climb in and then press each of the buttons individually. But sometimes I just want to enter the pilot seat and press one button and turn everything on and take off and get going. I like that I have the capacity to be like, no, today I really want to micro everything. I want to do each of those things individually. I really want to experience those things one at a time. But I don't have to do that. And that's one of the coolest things about Star Citizen is the granularity and the ease both coexist. Not all as well, which we'll cover in a different episode, but they exist here together. Now, I also have like a lot of flexibility on the types of missions I can do. It's not a whole lot of depth to them, and that actually for me is a bonus. I don't want to get into a whole lot of depth on some of the games I play. I don't want to have to like play Baldur's Gate every time I play a video game. I don't want to. It's a fun game, and I love playing that game, but my life is really stressful. I don't need to worry about the world ending in a role-playing game sometimes. Sometimes I just want to like play a game and just go relax. Let's go. We'll take these clear criminalness ones. These ones are fun to do since I don't have to worry about killing somebody on my side. But there are people that fight on your side. You can get sent to prison. Your ship can blow up and you immediately come back. You don't have to worry about your memory being wiped, not remembering who you are because you're now in a new carbon shell of a body. No, you're just playing a game. I think it's really important for the rest of the Star Citizen community to realize that that's also a reason people play this game. Is to just lose themselves a little bit, just unwind and relax, to listen to the beautiful sounds of space, the crunching of lasers on holes. Like that kind of stuff is just enjoyable. Don't take these ones. The cave ones glitch out all the time. Like I can't even help myself. I'll take the little. There's all these curse of knowledge things that we're gonna talk about later. And for people who are wondering, oh, what is that? What is curse of knowledge? Curse of knowledge is a marketing concept basically that says if you learn something really really well, then you are very bad at explaining that thing. And Star Citizen is one of the worst places for curse of knowledge I've ever experienced. Even D&D people, when you press them on things, they'll be like, oh yeah, well that thing means this thing, or that does this thing. They like to kind of lord their increased knowledge over you because they spent time learning it.
Love
Star
that
Citizen
mining
isn't
head
people
just
trying to
working
lord it
right
over
there.
you so much as like, oh yeah, I hadn't even really thought about why I do that thing that I do. I just do things because
I love watching
I know
it, like,
if I don't do
rotate
them that
between
way,
the extraction and
it's like I like being able to do bounties. I like being able to like earn money and go buy things. I like being able to tailor my ships. I like that the types of missions are different and varied. I like that I can fly my ship, and I like that when I have joysticks, I can do all kinds of things with them that I can't do in other games. I like that I can do stupid things and still pay the price. I like that sometimes you just lose. I like that you can ask people to come and rescue you. I like that it sucks sometimes. I do. I like that that's rough and tough and you just think you have bullets, but apparently you don't, even though you packed 4 magazines the last time you logged off. But those things should also be really rough for somebody who doesn't know what they're getting into. And that's why I think we need to talk more openly and honestly about what this game is, why we like it, why it's important to each of us. And maybe not worry about how it needs to be better right now. right? I think that talking honestly about what is this game, why do we participate, why do we love it so much, and then as we figure out like what those core loves for the game are, we can build on those things and ignore the periphery. Like I don't really feel the need to add a whole bunch of story missions, as an example, right? Like I don't play this game for story. It's candidly not that great. I know that it can be fun. I appreciate that it exists for people who want to do that kind of thing, and there's gonna be people who are mad about me posting this video for that reason. But your opinions are just as valid as mine. And if we can't make space for everybody's opinions, I don't really know what to do for the community, because there really does need to be a game that has all the options if we want it to have a really broad community, and we don't want people to just dip in and dip out. I love that I have a whole bunch of different ships in my hangar, and that they all are cool and suck in their own ways. And this is one of those things. 3 of my weapons are just refusing to shoot. I have actually no idea why. I know that if worst case scenario I can't get them to work, if I turn them off, that I can at least like increase the mag size on my other weapons. Things like that you just don't know if you haven't played this game before. Being able to just acknowledge and have an honest conversation about the fact that we all like it for different reasons. They're all valid, and everybody's opinion deserves to be heard. And also, some of those opinions are pretty stupid. Like the fact that I like this game because things break. I like being part of a community who works with developers who don't lie to us about how broken the game is. I've played enough games, especially on mobile, over the years. If you go back and read and watch some of my earlier videos, to know that people just lie to the community or act like things are fine when they're really not. And this is such a good game where there's so many things wrong with it, they can't really hide from it. But it's cool to be part of the process and to see how when they fix one thing, it breaks something else. And it helps. I have a better understanding of how the video game creation process works, even if that's not wholly accurate of how it's made everywhere else. And honestly, even if it's not wholly accurate or slightly misrepresents, or there's some inherent bias that can't be solved. And that for me is just such a cool process that I've never seen anywhere else, and I'm probably not going to be able to see anywhere else. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Till next time, good luck out there. Have some fun. Just enjoy what you enjoy, even if this ain't it. Bye for now.